So we are going to use console to debug or to print log. Okay. So we are going to use console methods. Okay. So first console dot log is used to log the output in our console prompt. It displays the output in console prompt. Hello. Okay. So then again, so same if there is different formats. Okay. So where okay a equal to age is equal to 30. Okay. So let name is equal to so Ravi. Okay. So now I need to pass this particular variables inside the console.log. Okay, so it is nothing but formatting. We are going to follow specific format to display the output. Okay, so earlierly, so we are going to use console.log. So this is the one technique. Okay, so I'm going to print. So I am plus name. So then again, age plus years old. Just go and check output. So this is one way. Okay, you need to maintain space. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, so the variables are dynamic data. So that variable may be updated in upcoming. Okay, future la variables data update have a chance. Okay, na? So దాంతో సంబంధం లేకుండా just we are going to print that variables. So here if I just change this variable age 30 to 25. So now just one second, save it. So dynamically it is going to update. Okay, so either you can just use this way or else. So any idea on C language? C. So I am Ajay. So here I'm going to use integer. Okay, so percentage S for string, percentage I or D. Okay, percentage I or percentage D, both will works. Okay, so this percentage I or percentage D for integer values. Okay, so percentage F for float. So now we need to pass here name, comma, age. So same. Okay, so it is going to work. So you can just use any of these two ways. It is earlier version. Okay, so now the current version they have introduced backticks to display dynamic string in console prompt. So we are going to discuss that thing whenever we are going to discuss strings. Okay, the thing is, so it is quite different comparing to this two ways. So backticks, so on top of tab button in your keyboard, backtick. So inside this, so I am, so whenever you are passing dynamic data, so dynamic data in the sense variable name, okay, dollar flower braces. Okay, so here name, go and check the output. Okay, so this is the advanced way, which is backticks string template literal. Okay, template literal. So this is the way. Okay, so this is the modern way. So maximum time we are going to use this template literals to display the formatting data. So it might be, so we are not going to worry about which type of data it is. So if you are using this way, so it is also fine. But the thing is we need to identify which type of data it is. Okay, each time. So, but here we don't need to worry about it. If it is object also, it is going to load inside this console. Clear? Done. So now formatting console it is. So console dot count. Okay. So we are going to give some specific label here. Okay. So here label. Okay. So label in the sense one name you are going to assign it. So sample. How many times this sample is going to execute? It is going to count. Same label name. How many times it is going to execute? Okay. So it is going to count that particular label name. How many times it has been executed? Okay. So done. So yesterday we have seen console dot time. Okay, so what is this time is going to tell? So time, timer. So inside this console dot time, you are going to specify time name. Okay, so you are going to identify one name to this particular console dot time. So inside this, you are going to load any JavaScript code. Okay, so whatever you are going to load, it is your wish. So how much time it is going to take to execute this specific part of JavaScript? Sorry, time and same name you need to use. So it is going to calculate the time it has been taken to execute in between the two consoles. ఆ టూ కన్సోల్స్ ఆ టూ కన్సోల్స్ మధ్యలో ఉన్న కోడ్ ఎంత టైం తీసుకునేది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవడానికి. ఓకే, ఇట్ విల్ బి ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై దిస్ కన్సోల్ డాట్ టైం. క్లియర్? సో నౌ let person details or else person is equal to, I'm going to create an object. So name Peter, age or else skills. I'm going to load here. Sorry. JS HTML. Okay, so then again experience. Okay, 3 years experience. This is just number. Okay, done. So now console dot directory. Okay, so XML directory both are almost fine. So what is this console dot directory is going to do? So it is going to display the output in interactive way. Okay, so directly if you're consoling it. So console dot log. So anyway, this console object is going to print in interactive way. Person. Okay. So here you are going to open it. Okay. So same way. So object will be in almost displaying in same way. But whenever you are working with the DOM, so you are printing these elements, HTML elements. Okay. So on that time you are going to open the nested tree. So person comment here. Okay. So it is going to create a tree like structure. Okay, for that particular variable. Open it. So whatever the properties available is going to display. Okay, by default, console.log is going to display objects in the same way. But why we are going to use directory? Whenever you are working with the DOM, okay, so DOM in the sense document object model. ఈ ఎలిమెంట్ ఏదైనా సెలెక్ట్ చేసి నేను సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను అనుకోండి. ఇలా ఎలిమెంట్స్ దగ్గర అయితే ఓపెన్ అవుతుందో చైల్డ్, ఇన్నర్ HTML అలా ఓపెన్ చేయాలనుకుంటే వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూస్ కన్సోల్ డాట్ డైరెక్టర్. Okay, so just it is nothing but it is going to display that particular object in interactive way. We are able to open that childs and parents, we are going to see clearly. So next console dot trace. I'm going to create small function. First, here, second. There is one more function. So function second. So here I am going to use console dot trace track name I have passed. We need to call that function, right? First. So it is going to track wherever our function has been called. Okay. So entire line numbers. Okay. So wherever it is going to execute. So second function has been called at first, just give me a second. So line number 2 here. Okay, it will start tracking wherever it has been called. So first our JavaScript code starts execution from here. So it is not going to do anything. Okay, now. So functions eppudu call avvo. Okay, now. So rather than you are going to call it manually or explicitly. So ikkada mana JavaScript code start avutadi. So it is going to execute this first, second function. Okay, so ఇది execute అవుతుంది దీంట్లో మళ్ళీ second function call చేస్తున్నాం. So again it is going to print this first. Okay, so that is the reason we are going to see first line number 82. Okay, so then it is going to return back to first function. There is nothing to execute. So then it is going to come back. Clear? Okay. So don't get confused. మన ఫంక్షన్ లో ఎన్ని రాసినా వేస్ట్, అది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వదు. ఓకేనా? సో ఎప్పుడు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది అంటే మనం దాన్ని కాల్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు అది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఈ కోడ్ లోనే జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తుంది అంటే ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ లైన్ నెంబర్ 85 నుంచి ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తుంది. Clear? Whenever JavaScript finds this function call, it will start executing this function. Okay, until unless it will never ever touch this particular function. Okay, e function loki ellaki undi second function. Okay, na again it is going to look for second function. Inside the second function, just I have used tracing. Okay, so the way how it has been executed. Okay, this is how. Okay. This thing. So table we have seen, right? So here itself, I'm going to create. Okay, let students is equal to array. I'm going to take inside an array. So ID 0, 1. So it will never ever takes 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so let's start with decimal. So okay, here ID. So name Pavan. Course full stack. Okay. So one more data. ID 2. So here Raju to take AI. Done. So now if I need to print this particular array of object format data in table format. So console dot table. So just pass this data. Students. So it is going to print this data in table format. Okay, clear? Okay, so there is nothing. So clear, we have seen. Okay, asset. So console dot asset. So what is this asset is going to do? We are going to pass here condition. Okay, so if condition is false, then it is going to raise an error. If condition is true, it is not going to do anything. Okay, so 5 less than 10. Condition is true or false. 5 less than 10. Condition is true or false. So condition true or false. True. Is not going to do anything. I have reloaded. Okay. If condition is false, so it is going to display the error message. Okay. So whatever the message you have passed here, it is going to display that error message. Okay. So if that condition is fails, then only it is going to execute. If it is not, it is not going to execute. Clear. So console.clear is going to erase all the data in your console prompt. Is going to remove. Okay. Done. So we will start with the operators. So any idea on it? So where we have seen the operators. So this is commenting, just click control slash, okay, double slash in front of statement. Okay. So here operators, where we are going to use. So operators are going to operate one or more operands to produce result. Okay. So just give me a second. What is expression? Expression. So A plus B is equal to some value we are going to get. Okay. So these are operands. Okay, operands. Okay, this is operator. Operator is going to use operands. It might be one or more to produce result. It is going to do some operation. So operator operates operands to produce result. Okay, now. So these A and P are nothing but operands. So here it is operator. Okay. So this particular operator is going to return some value. Okay, or else result. Okay. So now what is expression? So it is not topic. Okay, no issue. Expression is nothing but the combination of operators and operands. Okay. Clear. This is an expression. Okay. So here in JavaScript, there will be few operators. Okay. So from school, we are going to see arithmetic. So then again, next. మీకు తెలిసిన ఏంటి అసైన్మెంట్ ఆపరేటర్స్ దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ కంపారిజనల్ ఆపరేటర్స్ నెక్స్ట్ లాజికల్ ఆపరేటర్స్ ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా బిట్ వైస్ conditional operator. Conditional operators. Okay, so bitwise we are not going to use here. So it is available, but we are not going to use operators. What are the arithmetic operators? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, then so these are the arithmetic operations. Then ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా So increment, unary operator, decrement. Okay. So these are the arithmetic operators. So then again, assignment operators. So what are the assignment operators? Is equal to plus equal to minus equal to. So then again, asterisk equal to. So division. Anything else? Not equal to. It will comes under comparison operator. Okay. So here comparational operators. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, sorry, less than, greater than, then double equals to, triple equals to, not equal to. Clear? Okay, so these are comparational operators, or else relational operators. Logical operators. What are they? Logical and or not. Okay. So yeah, it is fine. So conditional operators. Any idea? So here it is ternary operator. Okay, once we are going to discuss statements, on the time we are going to discuss this. Okay, so it is almost similar to if condition. So we are going to cover these things. Okay, so arithmetic operators. Console.log. Okay, so first, so where we are going to do add two or more operands, okay, or else values. We are going to use this arithmetic operations. So addition we are going to use to add, to subtract, minus, like this. Okay. So I'm going to take two variables where const a equal to 10, const p equal to 20. Done. So now const c equal to a plus b. So if I just print this c, so what will be the result? Yes. So I need to close it. Okay, wait. So here we need to adjust it again. Fine. So just look at here. So what will be the result? Let execute this. Inspect console. So here it is going to return a result. So you can just go through it this way, or else directly you can pass a plus b. Okay. So this console.log direct a plus b. It is also allocating some memory space to store this result. Okay, so by default, or else directly also you can add 10 plus 20. Okay, so for this 10, it is going to maintain some memory. 20 also it is going to maintain some memory. To store this result also it is going to maintain. Okay, manage. So that is the reason high level, we are not going to manage any memory. Okay, so the language itself, it will manage memory locations. So 10 minus 20. What will be the result? So now console dot log 15 divided by 5. What will be the result? So it is going to return remainder or quotient. Okay. Say 0 or 2. Now, what will be the expected output? Hmm? 7. 7.5. Okay, so it is going to return remainder or quotient. Quotient. Okay, so don't get confused. Mod is going to return remainder. So if I pass 4 mod 10, what will be the output? Okay, so you need to pass higher value on top. Okay, otherwise it is going to return that existing small value. If I pass here 55 now, remainder it is going to return. Okay. So now unary operator. So there will be prefix increment plus plus. Okay, increment plus plus, decrement minus minus. Prefix increment, postfix increment. What is the difference between this prefix and postfix? Any idea? Console.log we have already taken. Okay, so we have already taken a value, right? So now plus plus a, what will be the output? Just guess it all. 11 అంతేనా 10 అని ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా 10 అని no. So, sorry I'm going to take let count is equal to 5 count. So now what will be the output? 6. Live lo pedtaru. Okay. So here 6. So what is this plus plus count is going to do? Which is prefix increment. So it is going to increase this value first. Okay. So then it is going to print. If you are mentioning postfix. Okay. So what it is going to do? Console.log count. First it is going to print this value. Then it is going to later it is going to update this value by 1. Okay. So now what will be the output? Sorry, it has been updated here. No, it has been not updated. So line number 40. So 40. Okay. So it is going to print this value first. Later it is going to update that value by 1. Okay. Same for decrement also. Prefix, postfix, increments. Okay. Prefix, it is going to update that value first. Then it is going to print. Okay. Postfix, it is going to print that value first. Later in next line, if you are going to see this count, so then it is going to update. Console.log has been updated. Clear? Kalmisunda. So same for decrement. Plus plus. Now for decrement, minus minus. So what will be the output here? Here. I'm going to change the value. Count 15. Now what will be the output? Just operator మార్చా అంతే ఇంకేం చేయాల వాల్యూ ఏంది అని అడుగుతున్నా. So it is going to print that value first. Okay. So later it is going to do that operation. 15. Okay. So later it is going to update if you are trying to print that count again. Clear? Any doubts till this point? So done. So now next assignment operators. Assignment operators. So here itself we are going to take same values. I'm going to comment it. Once remove. Fine. So is equal to is used to assign a value to that particular variable. Okay. Clear till this point. So what is the meaning for to console dot, okay, or else directly I'm going to update. So what is the meaning for a plus equal to b? For this line, what will be the meaning? Console dot log a. So here, what is the output? So the meaning tells us. So I'm going to explain once. కొంచెం పక్కన పెట్టద్దాం. Okay, so here a equal to 10. Okay, so b equal to 20. So a plus equal to b is nothing but a equal to a plus b. The result will be stored in again a. Clear? So whatever the result it is going to get, that result will be stored again inside an a. Now a has been updated. Clear? అర్థమైందా? So a plus is equal to b is nothing but a equal to a plus b. That result is going to update this existing a value. Okay. So now just guess, if I just write a plus equal to b. So what is a value? 30. Antena? Clear? Save it. Go and check. So what it is? Whenever you are working with this operator, make sure you need to declare that variable with let or var. Okay. So why? Because you are updating that a value. It is nothing but reassigning. Okay. So definitely you need to check with it. So if you are not changing this b also no issue, but just preferred let is fine. So now it is going to return 30. Okay. So whenever you are updating it, make sure that variable will be declared with let or var. If you are declaring with const, it is fixed. You are not going to update it in upcoming. Further గా మనం update చేయడానికి లేదు, const declare చేసాం. Clear? So that is the thing. So then again same for asterisk is equal to b. A equal to a into b. Then updated value will be stored inside an a. Okay. So just try to practice with this. So now yes, it is fine. Comparison operators. So comparison or relation. Okay. Operators. So here console.log let a equal to, not a, x equal to 10. Okay. So let y equal to 10. Okay. So now x comparational operators are nothing but they are going to compare two or more values or else conditions. Okay. So if it is going to return true or false, it might be Boolean value. Okay. So x is equal to double equal to y. So is it going to return true or false? Guess చేయండి చాలు, ఎందుకంటే మనకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలియదు కాబట్టి. So it is going to return true or false. గెస్ చేయండి చాలు. Comparison operators are going to return boolean value. Okay, so whenever you are comparing conditions or else values, so here I am using double equals to operator. It is going to check for x value is 10, y value is 10, but the data type of 10 is string y value. So now just guess change చాలు now. True or false? మామూలుగా అయితే ఏం జరగాలి? ఫాల్స్ రావాలి అంతేనా? సో ఇక్కడ ఏం రిటర్న్ చేస్తా అంటే ట్రూ రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? సో ఎందుకంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు కన్వర్ట్ దట్ నెంబర్ డేటా టైప్ ఇంటూ స్ట్రింగ్ టైప్ కోయర్షన్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు రిటర్న్ ట్రూ. ఇఫ్ యూ నీడ్ టు చెక్ స్ట్రిక్ట్ కంపారిజన్, యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు మెన్షన్ triple equal to. Okay, so use strict is for to execute entire JavaScript in strict mode. Okay, here this comparational operator. Okay, so triple equals to. So it is going to check for strict data type itself. Okay, so it is going to check strictly along with data type. Okay, so the A data type ogani check just if data type is not matching with each other, false. Clear? Okay, so rest of thing will works normally. So it is going to return false. Okay, normal ki idaithe okay. So ikkada kani clear. So but just make sure if you are using this in intro, they are going to ask these questions to confuse. It is going to return true. If you need to check strictly, okay, so along with the data type triple equals to. Clear? Yeah. So 5 I'm going to mention. So x is greater than or equal to, I'm going to mention 5, both are 5. Okay, now what it is going to return? True. Okay, greater than or equal to. Okay, so if it is 10, now false. Okay, same మీకు ఆ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఎలా అయితే వర్క్ అవుతాయో అలానే వర్క్ అవుతాయి. సింటాక్స్ మైట్ బి డిఫరెంట్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ సింటాక్స్ గానే ఏం లేదు, ఆపరేటర్స్ కాబట్టి డైరెక్ట్ గా మెన్షన్ చేసేయచ్చు. ఓకే, సో లెస్ దెన్, గ్రేటర్ దెన్, then again only less than and greater than. Okay, so same whenever we are going to use conditional statements, on that time we are going to use this operators. Okay, so now just going to use same 5. Not equal to operator. So not equal to y. Now x is not equal to y. Condition true or false? False. Yes. No. True. So just give me a second. ఇందాకేమైంది? False. Okay, so it is not strict comparison. Okay, 5 is not equal to string 5. ఓకేనా, అదేం చేస్తుంది, అగైన్ మళ్ళీ దీన్ని కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, అప్పుడు ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. మనం నాట్ ఈక్వల్ అని పెట్టాం, అందుకని ఫాల్స్ వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు డబల్ ఈక్వల్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ స్ట్రిక్ట్ కంపారిజన్ అగైన్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు కన్వర్ట్ దిస్ టైమ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు చెక్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు రిటర్న్, అదర్వైజ్ ఫాల్స్. ట్రూ. Okay, so number data type 5, string data type 5, both are not equal, true. Condition is true. Clear? Any doubts? So double equal to, triple equal to for strict, here not equal to దగ్గర 2 equals పెడతాం, it is strict comparison here. So done. So what next? Logical enough? Anything missed here? Fine. Okay. So from college days, we have seen this logical gate and OR gate. Okay. So idea on the AND gate. So here, so AND. Element is this. Okay. So if one condition is true, another condition is true, the result is true. Both the conditions are false, then result is false. So any one is true, then false. Okay. So both the conditions are going to true, then only it is going to return true. Okay. If any one is false, it is going to return false. So same for R. This. Okay. Okay. So for R, okay. 1 and 1 or else true and true. Sorry, 2 are true. What it is going to return? True. False or true. What it is going to return? True. True or false? True. Both are false. False. Okay. Either one is true. It is going to return true. Okay. So when coming to the not, so if it is true, it is going to make false. If it is false, it is going to make true. Opposite. Ante. Okay. Clear? So now JavaScript అయిపోయేంత వరకు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఆ తర్వాత కానీ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి తప్పదు. False values in JavaScript. Empty string, false, undefined, null, 0. Okay. So these are the 5 false values in JavaScript. Rather than this 5, anything is true in JavaScript. Okay. ఈ 5 కాకుండా ఇంకేది వచ్చినా అది ట్రూ వాల్యూ. ఓకేనా? If it is empty single space string also, empty not empty string, single space string. Okay, empty string space we are going to use white space. So it is also true. If it is empty, then only false. Okay, this is empty space, single space. Okay, so it is true. Empty string is false. Clear? Okay, now. So now console.log. So just కొంచెం సేపు యాక్టివ్గా ఉండండి. అయిపోద్ది ఆల్మోస్ట్. True and false. What will be the result? $65. Okay. You comment it. False. Okay. So if both are true, then only it is going to return. Okay. Clear. If it is R, we are going to use pipe symbol. True. If it is one, false. So now just check. And true or false. Now. True or clear? True. Then fix. Yes, it is going to return. It is going to return. So ఎందుకు? Here it is going to return true. True and true. Okay. So it is going to return. Clear? Now, false. Okay, fine. పెద్ద వర్క్ ఏం లేదు నాకు ఇంకా. Done. So confuse అవట్లేదు మీరు. So now just check. Now, false. Empty string is false value or 0. Both are false values, false. And yes, here it is false. It is not going to look for next. Okay, and operator ఎప్పుడైనా దానికి ముందర వాల్యూ ట్రూ అయితేనే నెక్స్ట్ కి వెళ్తుంది. అది ఫాల్స్ అయితే నెక్స్ట్ చెక్ చేసిన ఫాల్సే. ఓకేనా? సో ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టాప్ హియర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. వాట్ విల్ బి ద రిజల్ట్ హియర్? False. So, but JavaScript is not going to return true or false in this state. It is going to return value. Okay. So 10 వచ్చింది. Just give me a second. This time. JS or 0. It is working right. Here it is going to return 0, 0 and JS. It is going to return 0, right? Here 10 is going to return. Save it. Okay, just give me a second. Yes. Okay. This is working right. నాకు ఎందుకు వర్క్ అవ్వలేదు? Okay. Okay, I'm going to write again one more. So Peter. So and 20. Or so then again empty string or undefined. So now expected output is 20. It's working. So okay. ఎందుకు నాకు వర్క్ అవ్వలేదు? No issue. So now just guess what will be the output? Just guess change all. Same 20 అని అనుకుంటున్నాం. ఓకేనా? 20. సో ఇలా సారీ ఇది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అంటే, so it will start evaluating from left to right. Okay, so here it is true. Okay, true and then next one is true. So మన కర్సర్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ఫ్రమ్ లెఫ్ట్ టు రైట్. మన కరెంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఓకేనా? సో నౌ ద ట్రూత్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ 20. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బిన్ రీప్లేస్డ్ దట్ పీటర్. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ వరకే అయితే 20 రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? సో బట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎండ్ ఇట్ హియర్. అగైన్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ హియర్. ఓకే, సో అగైన్ 20 ఈజ్ అన్ ట్రూత్ వాల్యూ. Okay, truth value. సో దెన్ అగైన్ ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ ఈస్ అక్కడ్. ఎప్పుడైతే ట్రూత్ వాల్యూ ఫైండ్ చేసి ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ ఉందంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయినా ఫాల్స్ అయినా రిటర్న్ చేసేది ట్రూత్ వాల్యూ. ఓకేనా? సో ఇట్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు రిటర్న్ 20 అగైన్. ఓకే, సో ఇది క్రాస్ చేసేసింది. సో ఇది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందంటే ఈ రెండు ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేసి ఈ రెండు ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేసి ఆ రెండింటికి మళ్ళీ ఇది చూస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఇందాక మనకు అది వచ్చింది. 20 స్ట్రింగ్ సో జేఎస్ అని ఇస్తున్నాం. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, సో అది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందంటే ఈ రెండింటిని గ్రూప్ చేస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన రిజల్ట్ ని తీసుకొని దానిపైన ఆర్ అప్లై అవుతుంది. సో ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ 3 then it is going to apply left to right. Okay, so here Peter and JS and operator ఉంటే ఫస్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయినా ఫస్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయితే నెక్స్ట్ దానికి వెళ్తుంది. ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ ఉంటే ఫస్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయితే నెక్స్ట్ దానికి వెళ్ళాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, ఎందుకంటే ఒకటి ట్రూ అయిందంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయినా ఫాల్స్ అయినా మనకు సంబంధం లేదు, ఈ వాల్యూవే రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, వాట్ విల్ బి ద ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ అవుట్పుట్? పీటర్ అంతే. ఓకేనా? సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్ప్లే అన్డిఫైన్డ్. But when coming to here 0 and undefined, now what will be the result? What will be the result? Undefined. ఓకేనా? ఎందుకంటే 0 is false. ఓకే, ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ ఉంది, ఇది ఫాల్స్ అయినా నెక్స్ట్ ఇది ట్రూ అయితే దెర్ విల్ బి ఛాన్స్ టు చేంజ్ అవుట్పుట్. ఓకే, సో అవుట్పుట్ చేంజ్ అయ్యేదానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది ఎందుకంటే ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్ కాబట్టి. సో ఇట్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు లుక్ ఫర్ నెక్స్ట్ అప్కమింగ్ వాల్యూ. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్రూ దెన్ అవుట్పుట్ విల్ బి చేంజ్డ్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫాల్స్ అక్కడికి రీచ్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఆ రిజల్ట్ ని రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? అర్థమైందా? డోంట్ గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్. సో ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, అర్థమవుతుంది. ఎంటీ స్పేస్ చూడలేము. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు మెన్షన్ హియర్ ఏ. సో నౌ ఏ. ఓకే, క్లియర్. సో ఇట్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ లెఫ్ట్ టు రైట్. సైడ్ నుంచి చెక్ చేస్తే వెళ్తుంది. సో ఎక్కడైతే ఆగుతుందో ఆ వాల్యూని రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. క్లియర్? ఇట్ ఈస్ లాజికల్ ఆపరేటర్. సో అగైన్ నాట్ it's going to return true. Sorry. There is a not negotiation, but is sorry here. Okay, so not operator is going to, if it is true it is going to return false, if it is false it is going to return true. Okay, so whenever we are going to check arrays, is it array or not, on the time we are going to use. Okay, clear till this point? Any doubts? No, almost done. It is fine. So there will be modern operators. So here I am not going to cover. Optional chaining. Okay, so these are comes under modern operators. ES6 operators. Okay, now so null list aliasing, optional chaining, ala కొన్ని ఉంటాయి. Okay, now so we are going to cover whenever we are going to start advanced JavaScript. Okay, so maximum divide చేస్తా advanced JavaScript. సో ఇక్కడ చెప్తే ఏంటంటే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటుంది, ఏది అడ్వాన్స్డ్ జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ సంబంధించిన ఆపరేటర్. సో ఇదంటే మనకు ఆల్రెడీ వేరే లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ఓకే, సో లేదంటే కన్ఫ్యూజనే కదా, సో కొత్తగా అయింది వాళ్ళకి అలా. సో ఇక్కడ వరకు బేసిక్ ఆపరేటర్స్. ఓకే, మోడర్న్ ఆపరేటర్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్. క్లియర్? ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టాప్ ఆన్లైన్. క్లియర్?